G'day, how you doing? Are you well? I hope you're well. You probably figured out it's story time again. This story is a hunting story. It involves a very, very attractive woman. She was a 10 out of 10, blonde, and I'm not going to go into the great detail, who wasn't my girlfriend, who was another bloke's girlfriend, and another woman who was unfortunate looking and quite fat, who was my date, and my three handy dogs, the bloke's shiny ute, his quad bikes, and his 2 boars, and my titty sow. So, yeah, I always used to luck out with stuff. I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but anyway, you guys have all done it. All you men know what I'm talking about when you've got a girlfriend and she's not that flash looking and you're looking at the other man's girlfriend. I know we shouldn't do it, but we all do it, and I'm sure a woman do it too. So I'll tear into the story after this wee tune. Well, I'm sorry, mate, for perving at your girlfriend. Sorry, mate, for looking at your date. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, for perving at your girlfriend. Well, I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your date. I love your ute, it's a bloody beaut, and I like your quad bikes, you got everything I like. Well, I'm sorry, mate, for perving at your girlfriend. I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your date. Well, I'm sorry, mate, for gawking at your girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your date. So we're going back a few years now. I was a young man. You know what it's like. You know what it's like. Young, your hormones are racing. You're in the pub. I was in the Marpur Tavern at the time, having a few beers, having a few too many. Had my 3 hunting dogs in the back. I'd just come home from hunting. I'd lucked out, hadn't caught anything, so I was in a place where I could park the truck and I could walk home because I lived in Marpur, and that's the idea. I'm going to get myself well tanked up. Anyway, this woman walks in the bar. She was an unfortunate looking woman. She had a couple of big assets, and that was about it really. And she was also very overweight. And she looks at me and I look at her, and then I look away and keep on drinking. Anyway, 2 jugs later I look back on over at her, and you know what it's like, the more you drink the more pretty they become, and I'm sure it's vice versa when women are drinking. She wasn't drinking though, she was just having a lemonade, perving at me. Anyway, after we're probably up to, I don't need much, I'm a lightweight, you know, I only probably drunk four jugs and I'm already on my Todd. I go on over to her real cool like and I go, how you doing? She looks me up and down, she goes, all right. I said, you want a bit of fun? She goes, well, what would fun be? And I said, you want to have a game? She goes, what sort of game? I said, we'll play a bit of pool. She goes, ooh, okay. So I start trying to act cool around the pool table, and of course the first thing I do is I fuck my white ball over the pool table and it hits the ground, and I try to act cool and pick it up, nearly fall over, and making a right cock of myself the whole time. And she gets on the table and her first shot, and she's like, ping, 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 ping. She's sinking just about every bloody ball on the table. Already I'm feeling like a dick. She beat me like 3 times in a row. And I said to her, do you play darts? She goes, I do in fact. I said, you want a game? She goes, alright. So like the first dart I do doesn't even hit the bloody dartboard. Like it's way off the side, and anyway, she aces all that too, gets top scores and cleans me up, and I'm feeling like a right twat. I said, thanks for the game of pool, thanks for the game of darts. I sit back and order another jug. I'm sitting there. She comes over to me and she goes, would you like to have a bit of fun? And I said, what are you thinking? She goes, would you like a root? I'm like, hello? I'm a man, you know. I mean, you know, men are like buses to women. Women can have a man, any man they want. You know, if they miss the first one, they just get on the next one that comes along. Because us men, we're fickle and we're shallow, and we care about 2 things. We care about eating, and we care about the other one. Well, maybe we care about 3 things. Maybe we care about hunting too, but it's always on a young bloke's mind, isn't it? And by this time I'd had enough beer on board to think that, yeah, bloody oath. And I said to her, don't you think you're being a bit sort of, you know, forward coming and I was saying like that, and she said, don't fool yourself. She said, I don't want to be your girlfriend, and you don't want me to be your girlfriend. I just want to have a bit of fun, and so do you. Let's not muck around. I said, rightio. She said, is that your truck outside? I said, yeah, it is. She said, the one with the dogs in the back? I said, yeah. She said, are they pig dogs? I said, yeah, they are. She said, why don't we go pig hunting? And I said, well, all right. I've got something else in my mind. So anyway, I said, well, I've got a hut up the back of the pier, so I'll take you up there. She goes, I'll drive, you sit back. So we're going up the Pierce Valley towards my hut. It's like I'm sitting there. I'm so bloody drunk now. I mean, the beers are really starting to set in, and I'm just about like falling asleep. So we get to the hut, and I'm thinking, oh yep, we're gonna get stuck into. Woohoo! She goes, right, get your knife on. We're going for a hunt. Oh, you for real? She goes, yeah. Off we go. We didn't catch anything. Come home. Probably got home at about midnight, and went to bed. And by God, did I have a bloody good night. She was like a rattlesnake. Man, I never had so much fun. Sort of woman you don't really want your mates to see. I know that sounds terrible, but you don't mind being out in the middle of the scrub in a tin shed. We didn't get any sleep that night. It was a good night. Anyway, in the morning, she got up all beautiful, looking great, and I was like a bucket of hairy ass. I was looking like shit because I was hungover. I had no sleep because she was a woman that made a man work hard, and she'd gone down the creek and she'd harvest some watercress, and she'd got some bacon I had and some, baked beans and some bits and pieces, and cooked up a massive feed with a whole lot of watercress and big coffee there on the stove, and fed me up good. And I thought, shit, this is bloody good. And women are like that sometimes. You give them a good time, and the next day they're all bright and looking like $1 million. I mean, she wasn't looking that flash really, but she was looking a shitload better than me. I was looking like death. So anyway, good feed, and had a good day together. Had a bloody good day actually. It was a busy day. That night, we got away early at about 4 o'clock in the evening for another hunt. Went up the back and caught this nice, I won't say nice, if I'm honest, it was a bloody skinny old titty sow, but it was some meat. It was fresh meat, so I whacked the back straps out of that, but kept the skin on and hung it up. She made a bloody nice feed out of that too. So that evening we ate quite late, and we went out for another hunt that evening. She kept up pretty good for a big girl too. Didn't catch anything at all though, nothing at all. Anyway, we got back to the hut that morning. Now, she had to be back at her work on Monday morning, and it was Monday morning. Sunday we'd hunted, and we're going into the Monday morning, so we got up at 4 AM in the morning, and I stretched my titty sow out in the front of the Land Cruiser to make it look bigger. It was nothing flash. Back then, I was I've never really been a very good hunter, but I was always proud of whatever I caught, so I stretched it out the front. This is the part where the story gets interesting. We head on back into town, and we get to the mobile service station in Tahuna there. Now, we didn't have to get any fuel. This is the bad part of me where I'm bad, but you men will relate. I was driving past there real slow, and she had gone to sleep because she hadn't had a lot of sleep, and she was sitting back like this, big dribble coming out, big old fat face. She wasn't pretty. She was asleep, and I figured, well, she wouldn't mind, because in the service station I had just clocked, it's about 5:30 AM now, this beautiful 10 out of 10 blonde woman just mincing into the service station. I couldn't see what she was driving. There was a few service vehicles and stuff there early morning starting the day, but I looked at her and I did a yui. I don't know what I was thinking. Just wanted to see her again, I guess, because she was beautiful, Pulled up in there, and I pulled up beside this big red shiny Hilux with a big trailer on the back and 2 shiny quad bikes and a bloody dog box with 2 boars. I shit you not, 2 shiny boars. One had really good hooks and the other one was a bit smaller. They were sitting up on the dog box, and these dogs were on the back. I think they might have been Lockley dogs, I can't remember, but anyway, in the back. And there was this guy, like this really handsome guy with jet black hair, just sitting back there. So I looked at him, and like he looked at my titties here on the front of my truck, and he says, laughing at me, and just like, I was just a wanker to him. So anyway, I pulled up and pretended I need fuel. I didn't need much, I only put in like 10 or 15 bucks. I just wanted to see his girlfriend when she came back out. I wanted to look at her. So she came back, she's walking towards me, and she looked at my truck, and she looked at my titties there, and she probably looked at, I'm not going to say the woman's name in case she's watching this, but my sort of girlfriend at the time looked at her, and I looked at the blonde woman, and she just like, her nose, she wasn't going to have a bar of me, man. She wanted to know about me. But I can remember just looking and thinking, oh my God, she's just perfect. I still remember her face this day. Anyway, I drove off home feeling a bit like shit. I shouldn't have, because I'd had a good time. Anyway, 3 years later, I'm driving me. It was a new one. I had the LX. Now I had the I forget what it is, 4.2 naturally aspirated Toyota Land Cruiser. I gifted my old one to my mate Kev. I gave it to him. That's another story in itself. But anyway, I'm down Mahana, and there used to be this place where there was some big water holes, and off-road guys would go down there sometimes, and it was late in the evening, and you used to get the odd pigs sneaking through. Sorry, I told that wrong, not Mahana, Old Coach Road. I don't think that's Mahana. Now it's all got highway going through, but I was driving through there looking for pigs, so I knew we weren't supposed to hunt in there, but I always used to have a wee poach in there. And this woman, out of the blue, comes up to me, out of the bush, well, off this track, covered in mud, and I recognise her. Guess who it is? It's that beautiful blonde woman. And suddenly, she sees my truck and she sees me, and suddenly she's real interested in me. And, you know, one thing us men always do, or most of us men, at least I do, and I'm sure most of you do, if you see a real beautiful woman, you always remember her, eh? Like, they just stand out. I don't know, they burn into your brain cells and you don't forget them. So here she is, and she's got mud all over her, and she's just got that gorgeous shape, and she's walking towards me, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here? I know who you are, I remember you. And, oh bugger, there goes the Westpac helicopter. That's the rescue helicopter. Someone's day is just turned pear-shaped again. I hate it when that flies over. Could be a car crash, could be someone stuck in the bush. Hope they're okay. Anyway, get back to the story. She goes, can you help me? Shit, can I help you? Of course I can bloody help you. She goes, oh, we've got some problems. As soon as she put the "where" in there, I knew there was someone else in the picture. Come with me. So I said, well, jump in the truck, I'll take you there. She goes, oh, don't go there, you'll get stuck. I said, I know where that track goes, I'm not going to get stuck down there. Put the diff lock on, set her up, 4-wheel drive, low box. She's sitting beside me, I keep on looking at her, and she smells good. And I'm like, geez, stop permitting, boy, you know, stop looking at her tits, just look straight ahead. But I couldn't help it, because I'm a dumb man, and she's like smiling at me, being nice to me, because she wants me to help her. And I'm like thinking, geez, I hope her friend's another girl. You know, I get down there, and of course, there he goes. That guy with the black hair who had the same red ute, and he's stuck real bad. He's gone off. What he's done is, he's gone off the culvert, and he's gone into the actual bloody, right down into the drink. He hasn't drowned it, but he just can't get his truck out. There's a sort of a big pond on the road where it's flooded, and he ain't going anywhere. So, I'm with a winch, put it round these. Now, I put it on his towing hook, that's right, and I didn't have a proper snap one, I only had the wire one. And yeah, say good day to him, and I remembered him too. Pulled him out, he had his dogs, he was doing what I was doing with his girlfriend, he was doing a bit of scouting, a bit of reconnaissance work. Pulled him out there, out of the thing, and I said, oh, I remember you from about 3 years ago. I remember you at the mobile, I always get that word wrong, the mobile service station. And he goes, oh, I don't remember you. And I said, yeah, you had a couple of good boars on the truck. And he goes, really? He goes, oh, good memory. I said, yeah, I was actually just come back from a hunt myself, and all I had was a sow. And he goes, oh yeah, oh well. He says, hey look, thanks for helping us out. Can I, is there anything you need, I can help you out? I looked at his girlfriend and I thought, can't ask that. I said, no mate, I'm good. Shook his hand, and I wouldn't have minded just a hug or a peck from his girlfriend. She said, okay, thanks for your help, bye. Got back in my truck, drove home. That doesn't have a particularly fantastic ending. Don't knock my camera over, Poe. Where you go, Poe? Where you go? Where you go? Anyway, that's my yarn. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did. And subscribe to the channel if you like this sort of content. Hit the bell notification. That way I'll let you know, or it will let you know when the next story's coming up or the next hunt's coming up. And be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. See you later on. I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your girlfriend. I'm sorry, mate, for perving your date. I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your girlfriend. I'm sorry, mate, for perving your date. I love your ute, it's a bloody beaut, like your quad bikes. You got everything I like. I'm sorry, mate, for perving at your girlfriend. I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your date. I'm sorry, mate, for looking at your girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, for gawking at your date. She's a bloody beaut. I love the look of your ute. I like your quad bikes. You got everything I like. I'm sorry, mate, for perving at your girlfriend. I'm sorry, mate, for gawking at your date.